GCM results, you want to know what you want to do, like what you're interested in. And I find myself, hey, why not fashion designing? Let's give it a shot. So by term 1, I found that, hey, this is not bad.
When I was young, I like to draw and then just draw baju je. And it's not just like any people, trees or anything, it's fashion design. So my mom was like, oh, I think I should enroll you to like fashion school.
Because I am the makeup artist, so I choose the fashion designer because I want to create like full one image designer. Yeah, not only for the makeup.
When I was doing fashion photography, I did help people to take pictures at the runway. And then I was helping them doing backstage, and that point when I see all the busyness and the crowd and rushing, doing the garments and the feeling and the vibe that I get, I was just like, this is it. This is what I want to do.
I like to see people dress up, and I want to dress up people. I want to style them. I want to create something different to our fashion industry.
I didn't know that I would take fashion because it felt like very far from me. But I really love all the outfits and stuff. I was really interested in that. So my mom would like motivate me, like why not?
I actually didn't plan to choose fashion. I actually was more interested into animation at first. But then I started to realize that I've been more focusing on the clothes and stuff.
I saw my friend was drawing some outfits and like she was like sketching, like some just random sketching. So I asked her to teach me how to like draw the figures. Like she was kind of designing-ish, but either way, I just asked her like, can you teach me? It looked kind of fun. So after a while, it's like I start learning, but I wasn't like really thinking as a career choice, like fashion design and everything. I just took it as a hobby. But after a few years later, until like maybe until primary 3 or so, I start learning that I really like designing, like fashionings and stuff. So it's like, just here I am.
When I see a lot of fashion show, and then I just like, wow, it looks nice. And then how could one time I have to be like that also.
In high school, I like to like wear nice clothes and then like to buy clothes. So I want to know that how is the clothes, how are they made from, and then I want to create something which I cannot buy from the shop.
When I'm young, I like art, and when growing up, I like to wear nice. Then I think art and wearing, and I think combined is, I think I should choose a fashion design.
I wanted to study hotel management. I wanted to run a business. Being that I went to the school to look for it, then I was stunned. They just look like they just want to study and finish and everything. And it's all about just studying, and they are really square and everything. Then I didn't wanted that life. I was like keep thinking to myself, because I like to look at how people dress and everything. I like to see why some people look so different from others when they wear something. I told my dad that I was interested in fashion instead, and then he started looking for schools for me. And then we found Raffles.
My collection was inspired by bird called Parasho. It's one of family member bird of paradise. When I was in Japan last year, I won this competition Sakura collection. Yeah, and I represent Raffles and Malaysia. And I saw this bird. It's like so nice. But if you see closely, you can see all the different color, and it's very nice color.
My theme is lightning and thunder. Actually, my first inspiration is from electricity, because my father is electricity engineering, so that's why sometimes I feel the elements is very interesting.
It's inspired by a bunch of luggages found in a mental hospital called Village Asylum. So the mental hospital was shut down like in 1995. And they found like a bunch of luggages. So those luggages, the belongings inside, they belong to previous patients. So those luggages and what's inside is what inspired me to design my collection. Basically, the inspiration is not about insane people. It's just about how or who they were. By the luggages, it tells a lot of story. That's why.
My theme is on Ivy League. It's about like boys who goes to like the most highest rank of school. Like they have to be really intellectual, elite, and they have to have tradition. example, their style is like very smart and everything. Then I wanted to know what made them look so smart. So I started to research the stuff, like what they wear during their leisure activities and stuff like that. For example, the ribbing and stuff. Then I put it inside my outfit, but I give it a twist.
My collection today is metal, based on the element itself and the genre of music. I chose this theme because I like to draw animation still. So, you know, they have all these different elements of like fairies and fantasy stuff. Yeah, so what I'm trying to create today is I chose the element of metal. So this is my mages of metal. Like, they have the power to control metal.
My theme is the Rorschach Inkblot test. It's a psychological test used to analyze their characteristics. It's all curved lines and got layering.
So I got this idea from a song from the band Soda Green. It's a Mandarin band. The author, he wrote it to his father to say like he really want to seize the moment and say what he want to say right now. He don't want to regret it because the father was really ill already. The most memorable person when I was little was my grandfather. So I really miss him a lot, and I want to deliver that all the unexpressed love to my family because I'm not a very expressive person. So tell them like I want to relive that moment again.
My collection is inspiration by the city after a heavy rain, reflecting the slowly come back to life. So my collection is more colorful and more streetwear.
I was inspired by the paintings of René Magritte. He's a Belgian surrealist, and all his paintings like related to illusion. So my collection is full of blue skies and white colors and like a print with birds and feathers and with some illusion detailing. My collection called Liberty, which means freedom in French, and what I want to like express my feeling is about freedom.
My collection is actually inspired from the nomads, which is the like Eskimo Mongolian. I discovered, researched how they wear and why they wear. Then I put into my collection. I realized that nowadays people's like young people, they like prefer more to modernized city, the lifestyle like that. And then the Mongolian, they always like also disappearing. So I'm thinking to use that element to put into my collections.
It feels weird and intimidated, of course. You know, this industry is dominated by female. So being in that, I feel I need to do something to be outstanding and to be recognized. And of course, I have to work extra hard from them. I mean, I spend more time in sewing, practicing, hand stitching, or any practical or production. So that's one part. I spend more time than the rest. And then, of course, I have to be different in my design. I'm always try to introduce something different than whatever that you guys have seen in Malaysian fashion industry.
It's very different because I came from a boys' school before, so it's a big change for me to see suddenly like it's all girls. And the other guy is, I'm not actually classmate with him, so like, basically I'm the only one. Well, I look up to my favorite designers like Alexander Wang, Tom Ford, you know, those famous male designers. You know, they can do it, why not? Like, why not?
I found out I wasn't really interested in women's wear because everyone's doing women's wear. All the women are like doing women's wear. Later we reached the men's wear collection. Then it was starting to get interesting. I get to like play with simple stuff but make it different from all the other simple stuff. As a female student designing a menswear collection, I have to like learn all this stuff. Makes it really challenging. I feel that's the fun part of it.
Everybody's dream is to open their own company, but I think the dream starts when you're finally getting recognized, I guess. You could be working for H&M, Forever 21, or whichever brand that you would like, but once you get recognized, you made it.
It would be great if like maybe stylists would like to use my designs for styling, for magazines and all. Yeah, that'd be great. I don't look forward for something like wow, you know, but something like that would really make me happy.
If I got the chance to collaborate with the local designers or some fashion, like famous fashion designer, I think it's a dream come true for me. Yeah, and also my own brand. I hope someone, maybe a designers which is really talented one, can maybe at least take me as the internship first so I can learn from them.
I hope they can see the different design, different looks from me, you know. In industry, all the fashion is repeating. So mine is rare and I did it by my own idea. So I hope they will like it and will buy maybe.
I really hope my designs help me to move forward, because that's the only medium that you can move forward with to show that you can compete with the rest. I think it's all about hard work and the right design, the right market. I think if I could tap the right market in Malaysia with my design and people start to recognize and like my design, I think that's how I can compete with the rest, the designers that are already here.
Raffles helped me a lot. When I came for the first day for attend my class, I don't even know how to sew. I thought like fashion designer is like glamour, you know, but actually it's very torturing. But it's quite fun. You know how to sew after that, you know how to draw, sketching, and do your illustration, everything. Yeah, they helped me a lot.
So much drama, but also fun and like hectic, and at the same time it's like classmates are really nice. What keeps us going is our classmates, like seriously, for me, because we have really nice classmates. So it's like when one is like, I feel like fail and I don't want to continue anymore because it's really hard, the practical stuff, and then others will like motivate you to continue. So what I really enjoy is the friendship and then the hardship also. Actually, I enjoy it, oh my god. And learning a lot of new things. I wouldn't expect I know so much things now than when I come in. So it's like, yeah, it's really unexpected, I would say, yeah.
Teachers are really helpful and they always teach us, like Mr. KJ always stay back, and the other teachers as well. And it's a great exposure. We really learn a lot from knowing nothing to sewing.
After these 2 years, the lecturers, they helped me a lot and they let me know what was the real meaning of design, and I have improved a lot, like for like drawing and then designing, and then how I think. It's like not as think more into the details.
When I went to the school, Raffles, I saw that it was like very creative and fun, and you can do a lot of hands-on stuff. At first I was like a mess. I started off like very blur and everything. I didn't understand, like for the first 6 months I think, when the teacher taught I was like blur. I didn't understand a single thing. But after that 6 months, after doing like a lot of assignment and stuff, I started to like understand a bit of it and like improve myself.
I'm not from a fashion anything family, so when I start to come here, I like have to learn everything from zero. So luckily I got my classmate who will help me, and then my teacher also. I still remember got one time I like, for my evening wear class, I don't really can design anything come out, and then I go to my teacher and then I cry, and then and then they help me like how to design this. So I learn, like my teacher very helpful lah, so I can learn a lot from them.
I'm very excited because this is my first fashion runway show.